May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. See your true... I'm not gonna sing that. That's a good song though. True colors. Yeah, I don't know who the original artist is. I just know there's a Glee version and I like it, so... What I Witnessed, Part 2. Can't think of a different name for that, really.
The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeney. But I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. I never thought about it like this before, but I kind of wonder what Phoenix is thinking right now, because like, these random people are just like... I don't know. Just like fawning over his girlfriend, but he's just like, what the hell is going on? Nothing to me. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
The truth is,
not gonna do that again. I need to break that habit of reading when it's a cross-examination and not the testimony. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. First time was into the electrical pole. That's when a cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. You know what, I'm just gonna press all the things. Hold it!
Yay, what?
All of Mia's, like, shouts are so high-pitched. It's ridiculous. Miss Hawthorne?
Previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeney.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. The judge had better be more careful himself. Dark Alley is friendlier than that girl. Dark Alley's friendlier than that girl. Yeah, she knows things that we're not supposed to at this point, but I know them. You probably don't. I know them. You might not, but I know what Mia's thinking. And I don't blame her for saying what she just did. God. I'm gonna pause the recording a second.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but Feeney can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really? I just got that. Oh, Mia, this is so clever. I love all the foreshadowing. It's not really foreshadowing technically in the actual timeline, but, you know, for the purposes of the game itself, it is foreshadowing. But the thing it's foreshadowing happened before this, which is kind of weird. But, oh well.
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeney really is scary when he gets mad.
Oh, you're not. I mean, what? What? I didn't say anything. Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. God. I'm sorry, but nobody dresses like that and nobody is that innocent. It's immediately suspicious. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
What?
Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wished the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
What? Since when is that ever sweet?
It just shows that she's a total bitch. She basically was standing on the Starlands going, yeah, push him! Get him! It's like, that's not sweet. That's just being a bitch. And what happened after that? That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket? Well, no, there weren't.
Madame Fay, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. I don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. I don't know. What? Wait, I can't see where there would be a contradiction here. Tried his best to run away from him. Is there something there? Wait a minute. Let's look at crime photo 2 for a second. What time does his watch stop at? Past 3. Is that relevant? Can I present that here? Oh yeah.
Yes!
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Order in the court! What is this all about? This is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Oh, thinking about this and what happened later in the game, this is so sad.
Well, not sad, but like I see why there's more meaning behind that waiting thing than you think there is. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. Such good writing, I love it. I love the writing in the games sometimes when there's foreshadowing like that. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer? Well, it has to be Dahlia Hawthorne, doesn't it? Take that! It can only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you... The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Order! Order! Miss Fay! What? I mean, why? That is to say... Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Ah! How can you say something so mean, Madame Fay? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge you are...
I know who that is.
Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. You? What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the... Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Oh, Feeny.
I'm such an idiot. God. Nick, I love you, but stop. Just stop being an idiot for once in your life, please. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Leave my Dahlia alone.
That boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. I thought that was Dahlia.
Oopsie.
Okay, 12 minutes. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in a newspaper clipping. Police report added to the court record.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Can I read it? Yes. A report on the incident 8 months ago. Touch the check button for details. There's 2 pages. Okay, incident overview. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date and time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Details. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. This is important that it wasn't found on the suspect's person. And it's also important that Dahlia's a suspect. I just kind of forgot about that for a second because I already knew that, so... You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Diego. I forgot he actually said that. That's so sad. Diego.
Sorry. Sadly.
Oh, poor Mia.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor. May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Go right ahead. Madame Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this.
Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Oh, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. I think I already know what it is. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, That same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence to suggest that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I Met My Feeny.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so
That's Phoenix. Why is Phoenix in the middle of this testimony? Nick, get out. We're so lovey-wovey we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. I thought the bailiff, dragged him away or something. I guess he's still in the courtroom somewhere. I never understood where the defendant is when the witness is on the stand because, I don't see him anywhere, but oh well. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. I'm just gonna leave it here and have another little cliffhanger.